calling them, threatening to put them all on finger blast.
I have to stop you there. He says to Helen, "You're a cunt, but I love you."
That's not the same as you're a cunt.
I loved it when he said that, though. It was wonderful.
But
magic.
Why is he behaving himself now? That's not the Mark we know and love.
Because he's with legends. He's with the big brother. He's playing with the greats
now,
on this hallowed ground where the greats once stood.
Do you think that it's a coincidence that Mark is a scientist, as is Ian Terry, winner of Big Brother USA? And do you think his chemical engineering degree, or whatever the hell he's got, will help him in the game?
No.
Oh, okay then.
No, because he doesn't act like he's got a brain, does he? He just acts like an oaf.
But he does know there's a hepatitis type 4. Now, I was only aware of 2.
Well, you know how he knows that. It's been waiting in line down the STD clinic. Because he knew a lot about that in the first place.
Good point.
Caught out.
Good point.
Caught
so,
out,
what is he, like a scientist that specialises in STIs? Crazy.
I did enjoy, I've said it once, but I'll say it again, get some pep into this gaff and finger blast everyone. That's my favourite quote of the week.
Alright.
So, Noel Edmonds rang up on the phone.
Oh yeah, what do you want? Isn't it the banker that rings?
Yeah, you're right. But Mark thought it was Noel Edmonds. And
he said, it's me off the telly here.
And then they told him that the 4 bunker housemates will nominate the boring.
What they said Helen would tell.
Yeah,
right, okay.
Yeah, basically.
I thought that's what he said, yeah.
Nikki was cold already, and she said she needed a nap for a few minutes. How can you have a nap for a few minutes when you just... This was on the live feed, by the way. Live feed.
Well, you like live feed, do you?
Don't get me started. We'll come on to that.
Yeah, don't.
Danny, meanwhile, back in the main house, said he's pleased he can sleep without one eye open for no one.
Danny, before they come in, was saying fuck them, fuck them all.
Yeah, he's going fuck them, fuck these fuckers.
The minute they're in there,
he went. Do you know what he said the minute they went in there? He went to Helen, "Oh yeah, needs livening up a bit,"
and she went, "Yeah, it fucking doesn't right." And then they just walked their separate ways, so it was proper awkward.
Yeah, the whole thing was awkward. Now, Mark was watching Harry on screen, and he said she's been banged more times than a taxi door, and she's had more Mickey in her than Disneyland.
Right.
1, is this sexist? 2, have you ever heard either of those expressions before?
But I think we've officially denounced now, that anything that Mark says that's sexist doesn't count as sexism.
Yeah.
It's not. It's it's cartoon sexism.
It is actually,
isn't it?
It is.
It's like when they say it's like cartoon violence. You can show whatever you want.
Cartoon science. That's the. Well,
however you want it. It doesn't count as sexism anymore. So there we go.
And then,
is that a blow to feminism? I think it might be.
Basically, my position on feminism has always been this, and you may call me a hypocrite. You can call me whatever you want. People always go to me, "Oh, how can you like Eminem when he's sexist and homophobic, or whatever?" If someone entertains me enough, I'll forgive them anything. They can be sexist, racist, homophobic, whatever. I'll still like them, just like Morrissey. So as long as your entertainment threshold is higher than your sexism threshold,
it has to be very, very high.
Yeah, it has to be high
to get away with that sort of talk.
But that's my level, and no one else can tell me what my level is. So tough shit. So then Nick said,
"Did you know that Chloe is a closet Nazi?"
No.
Me neither.
Is she?
No, I just made it up.
She's not entertaining enough to get away with it.
No.
Oh, and the final bit of the live feed...
But she would look good in the outfit.
Probably. So the final bit of the live feed was Harry talking about her horse. Who knew Harry had a horse?
What, is she Jordan?
She's fucking common as fuck. How did she have a horse?
She went from living with smackheads.
Yeah, to having a horse. She's like, "Oh yeah, come do the dressage with the horse."
But she said it's 60 quid to lick her toes for an hour. But I'm thinking maybe if you could get like a Groupon sort of deal, you could get like 5 people in. You got 10 toes, right? So maybe you could nick like £200 an hour in total. I don't know.
Well,
it's worth thinking about. But did you notice when they came in, Harriet all stood on her own. Now, not Harry, sorry. Harriet.
Rip.
Harry all on her own, quite blatantly for a long time.
Also, I fucking noticed.
What do you think about that? I know you think she's a cunt, but didn't...
It was horrible. No one wants to see someone standing on their own like that.
But I think even from a very cynical point of view, from a gaming point of view, it's very bad to leave someone stood there on their own like that. Someone should have instantly gone up to and, like, noticed that.
Someone did.
Nick, for example. Yeah, who was it in the
Brian.
end? Yeah, Brian, exactly. And also Danny as well spoke to
Brian said it's just common courtesy for people to come and say hello to you.
And sorry we nominated you.
But Harry did say, I'm not going to go to them, they should come and say hello to me. And I thought, keep waiting, because they ain't gonna, because they're not interested in you. Have you noticed though, ever since the old housemates come in the house, not old but legacy, whatever, Harry's not had her
she's had to cover up.
Yeah, because you know why.
But I don't like that.
Helen Wood will put her on full blast.
Do you think so?
Oh, she's slag. Fucking, you can say what you like, but the irony of Helen Wood calling other women a slag is, seriously, I wouldn't use those words, but that is really fucking rich from a woman who does take money for sex. She should be the biggest feminist of all, calling other women a slag. I think that's tragic. Anyway, meanwhile, Nick said Mark was one of the best housemates ever.
Sorry, who said what?
Nick said Mark was one of the best housemates ever.
Oh, he said that after he come in?
No, while he was in the secret bunker. So he's got his game face on. And Jade said the wrong person went. So Jade was mixing it as well.
And also, Joel is flavour of the month.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Because he wasn't slagging off Mark.
Yeah, but Jack Joe said the wrong person never goes.
He said the public is always right, which leads us on to now. Helen Wood this time last year, Helen Wood was telling us that the idiot great British general public, whatever they are, she said that we are all idiots. And then what did she say the other day?
She said the public aren't stupid.
The public aren't stupid.
I can't do it.
I can't do it either.
That was like Ash saying it.
I know. It's still the same thing though, really, isn't it? But, so, what happened to the great British public? Are they now not idiots?
Well, they voted for her to win, so she probably thinks they are wonderful now.
Do you think Helen Wood could win for a second time? And what would that do to the axis of the earth if it happened?
Well, I said on Twitter, they're probably all going to stay now, because imagine if they go again, it'd be boring again, because apart from Mark and Jade and Joel, they're boring. And then someone went to me, no, they're just in for a week, that's it. Like, and I thought, so what? Like, if...
Do you believe that?
Exactly. I thought if Ted deems it fit for them to stay, or one to stay, or two to stay, or whatever, that's what will happen. They'll let Helen win again if they want.
Listen, we've seen this on BBUK. We know how it goes. It's like they ask the public, do you want them to stay? And it's like, yes or no. Like, that's a really hard vote, isn't it? But the thing is, if they do stay, and maybe they will, maybe they won't, I don't know, but how many will stay?
Yeah, true.
And who do you want to go?
Well,
it could just be one. And Mark's in that bunker crew as well, so
true.
maybe that means...
He would stay, obviously, because he's an original housemate-ish.
If it's vote to evict, it's got to be Helen Wood, right?
She'll go in a heartbeat.
They'll probably change it to vote to save, you know, but Brian Bella would smash it.
But do you remember back in the day, when Nikki left, and they put her back in, and she wasn't eligible to win?
Yeah.
And still, everyone was up in arms going, I paid good money to evict her, blah, blah, blah. Fucking hell, those people now, see what we have to put up with now? They must be fucking... thinking those are like...
Yeah, but hang on, I can't go back to Channel 4 and say, look, I voted to get rid of Brian Bello like last 10 years ago.
Brian Bello won.
Yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? But I spent this much on that. And now, I can't... It's like going buying something from Dixon's and then complaining to Curry's. It doesn't make any sense.
That's true.
Even though they're part of the same company.
They're the same thing now, didn't they merge?
Yeah, same thing.
Whatever. So then, Jack Joe come on the screen and Helen goes, here he is in his dressing gown. That fucking creased me up.
What did Nikki say? Oh, he thinks he's king.
King of the house or something.
Lording it over everyone.
Yeah. And then Brian saw Harry in the shower and said, you can see her muff. When was the last time you heard the word muff?
Probably when I was about 15 or so.
Exactly. Mark said, I would give away the prize money if I won.
What, to charity? The science?
Fuck knows.
Schools for Africa? Who knows?
That is nonsense.
You know what? Just give it to him.
That is pure nonsense. Joel and Danny had a conversation where they said they prefer the original housemates to Showbiz, Mark and Sam and Harry.
What? He said that about the legacy players?
No, Joel and Danny were sat there.
Right.
Saying, prefer the originals. I.e., they prefer, you got boyfriend, alright. And Kieran and Sarah to...
Yeah, but they're gone. They're gone.
No, but they're saying, like, basically they're pining for them in their souls.
Of course they are. They're going to get crucified.
Who asked Mark if Joel was gay?
I think it was Nicky, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And remember his answer was yes-ish.
He said no, and then he went, well, ish.
No, he said yes-ish.
Yeah. I'm going to have to feed that cat.
I'll do it, don't worry. You press on.
Oh, God. Hold on. I've not even got a good bit to talk about here. Oh, yeah. Nikki said she wanted Nadia in the house instead of Helen.
Yeah, Nadia Swahala.
Oh, my God. Let's hope not. Put Perez back in. And Mark said he thought Helen Wood looked 22. Okay. Nikki said she wanted to sit on Nick's face.
Okay.
Oof, I couldn't think of anything worse. Imagine all the snot out there. And then Nikki and Brian were basically teaming up against Helen. But did you notice Helen and Nikki too scared to actually call each other out? Because Helen respects Nikki's place as Big Brother legend because she actually is one. And Nikki's scared of Helen because everyone's scared of Helen, right?
Why is Helen such a fucking blast unit that nothing can get near her? No man, machine, no piece of technology ever... something from space could not destroy her.
Because she's got no soul. She's got no soul.
Can you think of any player from any season around the world that we watched that could do any damage to Helen Wood? The only person that just comes to mind was Amanda Zuckerman from BBUK. That would be good, but...
Even she would struggle, I think.
Who's the biggest blast merchant?
She's the biggest cunt in Big Brother history.
Remember when Howie went after Busto for 24 hours? That was pretty good.
I think Helen Wood is the biggest cunt in Big... What about that Alexandra pow pow pow?
No, I think, you know what, I say Helen Wood and Jim Davidson are top two biggest cunts ever, and I'll say Helen Wood is slightly a bigger cunt than Jim Davidson.
Oh, I'm speechless.
It's a lot to take in.
Now, Mark was doing a good journey in the diary. If Nick had seen this, his arsehole would have been twitching, let alone Harry's. Mark was, like, in the diary room, was going, I'm not going to cry. And then he was like, I'm so happy that I stayed and that I was cheered. Did you notice? And he was like proper like choking up with emotion about it.
He literally went, because what was he saying? He's saying, have you ever seen a knight in shining armour? Well, I'm a prick in tinfoil.
Did he say that?
Yeah, when he's just in tinfoil. He had a shield, a sword.
Is that what he said?
Everything.
I missed that.
I forget who he said it to, but it doesn't really matter.
That's good, I missed that.
He went from that cunty gameplay, and the minute he got in that DR, and he had a boo-woo, and he had an instant journey, like a 20-minute journey. You don't get better gameplay than that.
If Nick had seen that, he would have fucking shit himself.
Yeah, but he's too busy saying how much he loves Mark anyway half the time.
Oh, please. And then, is this true? Nikki is Beyonce and Helen is a backing dancer.
No, it's not true, and I don't think that's a good quote. And everyone keeps saying it's like the best thing they've ever heard ever.
Who said that?
People are writing it on those things.
Well, Beyonce said cunt. What things? Message boards?
No, you know, those memes or whatever.
Memes.
There's
memes.
On that.
He does actually think it's called that.
I think it's a shitty quote and it's crap. And also it's not even true.
And also what Aisling said about it was even more crap. She was like, oh, we'll come to that.
Oh, right, okay.
Whatever. So then...
Yeah.
Okay, so then... oh, God. So basically, I think Helen is basically going to completely fuck Mark's game up by telling him he's popular. And then we cut back to the house and all the old housemates, all they're doing is talking about Mark. So if you think about it, if Mark had really actually gone, can you imagine how boring it would be? You just have a house full of boring people talking about Mark and how much they miss him, etc.
So what the fuck are they going to do?
Exactly, what are they doing to entertain us? What are they doing to entertain us?
They're not doing anything. They're sitting around pissing and moaning about food.
Going, I miss fucking... the Busto twins.
But who's coming off better now after the merge? Now we got to the merge. We're post-merge. how do you? Who's getting a better edit? Who feels better about? Personally,
having a wig.
I'm sorry. I'm like Joel. I've got a medical condition where sometimes I just need to urinate randomly in the sink.
I don't think you finished it. Do a little bit more. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying there. Personally, I think post-merge, Danny, I think has come across
Shut up.
as a nice person.
Shut up.
You say actressing.